honor and a privilege to have the iconic stamp designer, coin designer, Aharon Shevo, here in your beautiful home. And Aharon, you Aharon, sure, you did the most beautiful, the most exquisite, the most accurate, in my opinion, depiction of the Rambam.
Yeah, okay.
So this is, if you could just discuss with us,
I can give you a whole lecture of hours about this. I'm also in the Wikipedia. I'm in it about the icon of Rambam. So it's they how do you say, מצטטים אותי. They quote me.
They quote you, sure.
Yeah, my opinion. This is not the Rambam. This is the most known, but it's completely not. There are many versions of this, like this and like this, and like all the others that are on the Israeli notes, banknotes. And it's not the Rambam, because Rambam was against shaving his
it's not an accurate depiction, but it could be still.
It's based on an engraving from the 18th century, 17th century, by an Italian artist, a Gentile Italian artist, who they thought that this will be the Rambam. Of course, Rambam lived not in the 17th century; he lived in the 12th century, and this was completely imaginative engraving that the artist made from Venice, an artist, and made I can show it to you, the source of this art. And after this, they all the time followed this all the time, because he has the head, like this covered with this. Yeah. But I think the most genuine and most Rambam is the one in Cordoba, where he was born. There is a sculpture was made by an Italian artist, and this is really could be more like, of course, also imaginative, but this could be more the real Rambam, more not fat like this. When in these pictures that you see here, this is the real Rambam. More, of course, also the imagine of the artist who made it. But this artist from Cordova, who is Spanish, this is more like the Rambam, I think. And I made, of course, this coin after this, and also the stamp that was made after this. But first I made the idea only, and also I made him the Rambam from the profile, not from Anfas, because in the Jewish tradition, not to make from the front complete face, because it has to be not full face according to
the image. It's also
image. So this is from the profile, and it's very symbolic face with the turban on his head and the beard, of course. But it's not. I didn't go into details. I went into the idea, not the detail face, because we don't know how he looked like. Of course, not like this, and not, of course, for sure, not like this. Okay, don't interrupt us now, please. The dove from Noach came here. So this is Rambam, the idea that was emphasizing I was emphasizing here, and I made him like Hanesher Hagadol. This was his name, Rambam Hanesher Hagadol, the big eagle. The eagle. Eagle. Hanesher Hagadol. Kenesher Yair ki why? Kenesher Yair ki no al Gozalai virachef, like in Parashat Ha'azinu. So I made big wings. That the wing has, all the stars of Magen David, where this is the Cordova where he was born, and Fez in Morocco where he was fled from the invaders, from the Muslims, and then he moved to Cairo. But before this, he went to Jerusalem. He went to made Aliyah to Israel. He visited the holy place, the holy shrine, the Bet HaMikdash. And he went and he made a יום ועשאו חג, את יום הגדול הזה שהוא went to the בית הגדול והנורא, הקדוש והנורא, he made עשאו חג, he made a day that he celebrated, the day that he went to Bet HaMikdash, to the place, to the holy shrine. It was occupied by those days by the Muslims. And then most of the time he was in Cairo, old Cairo, and there he lived as a doctor of Salah ad-Din or the other, I don't know. And this is the other side of the coin with all his books and the word that v'kabel ha'emet mimi she'amara, signed Moshe, the signature Moshe Rabbi Maimon. And here I made him also, and again with the profile with a very symbolic face, not into details, and he's holding his hand, measuring the pulse of the Egyptian kid. He looks like an Egyptian, and he writes in the book, all his books that he read, all the names of the book. And here is the astrolabe, and here with all the science that astrology he also was involved. And this is the made his pharmacy. He also made all the pharmacy. And so many things. He wrote the books.
And the first book you mentioned, the very first book?
Yeah, first was he wrote Milot HaHigayon. He wrote the name of the book. He wrote when he was only 14 years old. Books about philosophy, unbelievable. And here all the other books, Perusha Mishnah, הקדמה למשנה, הקדמה לפרק חלק, 8 פרקים, ספר המצוות, משנה תורה, מורה נבוכים, פרקי משה ברפואה, all his books about also medicine. He was great. How could he make all this in 60 years? He lived, he didn't more than 70, I think he died, something like 70.
And he's buried in Tveria.
Yeah, and he made all this unbelievable.
So, Aharon, I just want to show you, because this, if I can ask him, I have the great honor, the real great honor to have your original design. To have your original design, which you designed, and this is you. Sketches, you remember the sketch?
Yes, I made the sketch also.
And then here's the actual stamp.
Yeah.
The most magnificent, iconic stamp of the Rambam, the modern one. And this is another stamp.
This is the stamp that about the Rambam, yeah.
And this is the same design that you used for the coin.
Yeah.
So Aharon, it's been for me the greatest honor.
Okay.
And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been the greatest honor and privilege. באמת, תודה רבה רבה.